Hello everybody, Sparkster1701 here. It's time for another Siege Transformers review. And this time around we're going to take a look at a Battle Master. We're taking a look at Firedrive. And of course on the left is his G1 counterpart, Firebolt. Of course the reason for the name change is of course due to trademark reasons. Hasbro lost the original trademark, so they had to rename the character. Of course, in the G1 continuity, Firebolt here was a Target Master. He was the Target Master partner to Hot Rod. We'll bring the other one up close here a little bit. First we'll throw him on the table, then we'll pick him up and try again. As you can see, they did a decent job paying homage to the original, although they went with a lighter gray plastic on the newer one instead of the dark gray that the original had, but it still works out pretty good. But of course, articulation-wise, the only thing you can do with Firebolt is you could bend him at his hips, because basically that's how you transformed him into his alternate mode, an electrostatic discharger rifle. But of course for this new one now, we've got considerably more articulation on him, as we can raise his arm at the shoulder all the way around and rotate it. He can stick his arm out about so far. He does have a ball joint here at his waist, so you can make him do a full splits. And you can bring his legs up about so far, so he can get himself a pretty impressive kick there. Of course, the gun here is detachable and can be reattached behind his head. But if you're not using him in the gun mode, he can carry it as his own weapon. Of course, Firedrive also comes with these two energy blasts for his gun. Unfortunately, he can't use them in this mode, or it makes him a little bit top-heavy. I'll show you. Plug these in here and stick him up to shoot, and oh, by golly, the wiki is wrong. It doesn't make him top-heavy. It's posed like this. He can actually hold them, and he's not toppling over. Well, they're wrong. We won't add this time or for a change, despite the temptation that I should. Alright, let's get these guys both into gun mode and take a look at how they look in that. Well, here we are, taking a look at them in their gun modes. And as we can see, there is considerable difference, but it does still pay good homage to the original, as it does involve some bending of the legs, just in a different direction. Of course, the Generation 1 Hot Rod's gun was an electrostatic discharger rifle, whereas the new one can be used by anybody, and he becomes, according to the instructions, a duo-charge electrostatic photon cannon. So, a little bit of a difference, but still quite similar enough. Of course, we can put these little things on, and it looks like he's firing. Of course, let's bring over a model to use. We'll use Sideswipe here. Bend him at the elbow. Mount him in like so, and there you go. That doesn't look too horrendously bad. Of course, we got Hot Rod over here. We'll just plug Firebolt here into him. That's still not too bad. Still does a good job of being comparative to what the original toy was, but a little more useful. That was something I always had a little bit of a problem with in the G1 line, was the fact that they made the Target Master guns tied to a specific robot. And in time, like all of us, we get used to something like that. Especially when you've got a gun that is capable of self-aiming and self-firing as necessary. So it is kind of nice to see that this time around they're not being assigned to a particular transformer. So it does allow for a little more play value, and does allow all of us to kind of mix it up as we see fit. All in all, I think this is an interesting idea, and I hope to see this idea continued in the next wave. Anyway, that concludes my comparison of Firebolt to Firedrive. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, please leave me a thumbs up here on YouTube. If you're new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button down below and join up in our ranks. And also ring the notification bell so you'll be alerted when I post new content. Because this month we're getting a little crazy with the content. This is Sparkster1701 saying I will catch you all later.